Om Shri Sai Ram. Previous class we have studied about alkane, alkene, alkynes and alicyclic and aromatic hydrocarbons. In this class we will study about structural isomers. What do you mean by structural isomers? Before that, look at the example. This is a butane. You know that butane is a member of alkane. Molecular formula of butane is C4H10. You know that. So butane means its molecular formula C4H10. If I write the structural formula, carbon 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and single bond, because it is an alkane, 4 covalent bonds, so this is hydrogen. 3, 5, 7, 10. So this is a structural formula of butane or normal butane. This is the structure of normal butane. What is the molecular formula? C4H10 and its molecular formula and structural formula. These are the molecular and structural formula. Now look at this. This is a normal butane. The name isobutane. This is isobutane. What is the difference between this butane and isobutane? This is isobutane. Molecular formula is C4H10. What is the molecular formula of isobutane? It is also C4H10. Now look at the structure. How many carbons? 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yes, it is a butane. It is an alkane. Alkane means it comes under acyclic hydrocarbon. Acyclic means the chain is straight or branched. Now this is straight chain, now it is branched. How many carbon atoms are present in this? It is 4 because C4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is also correct. Then if I write the hydrogen, for this carbon 1 covalent bonds, 2, 3 and 4. For this carbon, second carbon 1, 2, 3 and 4. For this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now write hydrogen. Because carbon bonds with or shares electrons with hydrogen, so it is hydrogen. Count the number of hydrogen: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For this carbon, only one bond: 2, 3, 4. This is hydrogen. Now count the hydrogen: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. C4H10. Yes. Now tell me, what is the difference between the normal butane and isobutane? There is any difference between normal butane and isobutane? This is a normal butane. Look at the molecular formula C4H10. What about isobutane? Its molecular formula also C4H10. So molecular formula are same. What about structure? Structural formula. This is a structural formula of butane, normal butane. This is a structure of isobutane. There is any difference between this structure, the butane, normal butane and isobutane? Yes, there is a difference because this is a straight chain but this one is a branch chain. So structure is different. It's not same structure. The structure is different. They are called structural isomers. They are called structural isomers. So this butane and isobutane is called structural isomers. Now tell me, what is structural isomers? The organic compounds have same molecular formula. The organic compounds have same molecular formula C4H10, C4H10. But structural formula is different, means they are called structural isomers. They means this butane and isobutane, they are called structural isomers. In exam they ask, what do you mean by structural isomers? What do you mean by structural isomers? Structural isomers means the organic compounds have the same molecular formula same, butane and isobutane, C4H10, C4H10. But the structural formula is different, means it is called structural isomers, and this process is called isomerism. It is not given in the textbook. Isomerism. This process, this is called isomerism. Then isobutane, just look at this. If you want to write the structure of isobutane, you have to write branch chain. You not only write like this is also possible. 4 carbon. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. For this 1, 2, 3 and 4. For this carbon 1, 2, 3. For this 1, 2, 3, 4. That is hydrogen. Now count the hydrogen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is also structure of isobutane. This is the structural isomers. C3H7OH. This is an organic compound. Now tell me, is it a hydrocarbon? No, it is not only a hydrocarbon, because it also contains, or it is a compound of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So it is not hydrocarbon, but in hydrocarbon, one hydrogen or hydrogen is replaced by any other element. For example, in this, hydrogen is replaced by oxygen and it becomes a organic compound. Yes, it is also organic compound. It is a compound of carbon, but it is not hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon, in a hydrocarbon, the hydrogen and carbon is the members, or it's a compound of hydrogen and carbon. In this, hydrogen is replaced by some any other elements, for example, oxygen, nitrogen and so on. In this, hydrogen is replaced by oxygen because carbon is a friendly element. Why it is called friendly? It shares outermost electron very easily, so it is a friendly electron, friendly element. In this, hydrogen is replaced by oxygen and it becomes organic compound. And this OH group, the new group, or OH, the specific atomic group, is called functional group. This one is called functional group. OH is a functional group, we know that. OH means alcohol. Alcohol is an organic compound. In that, OH, the group of specific atoms, OH, is called functional group. Then we know that CHO, aldehyde means CHO, aldehyde. In aldehyde, organic compound, I will explain later. Aldehyde, in that the functional group is CHO. Then ketone, in that the organic compound ketone, CO is a functional group. Then carboxylic acid, COOH, these are functional group. Now tell me, what do you mean by functional group? OH is a functional group, COOH is a functional group, CO is a functional group. What do you mean by functional group? OH, now functional group. Why? What is functional group? This specific group of atoms have the chemical reactive property, or we say like this, specific groups of atom within the molecule. Specific group of atoms. Not all atoms, the specific group, OH, COOH, CO, the specific group of atoms within the molecule. This is a molecule. The specific group of atoms within the molecules that are responsible for the characteristic chemical property of that molecule. In this molecule, which one is responsible for the chemical reaction or property of chemical reaction? Which shows the property of chemical reaction? This OH. This is called functional group. Once again, what do you mean by functional group? The specific group of atoms within the molecule that are responsible for the characteristic chemical reaction of their molecules. They are responsible for the chemical reaction, this OH, or it contains CHO. CHO is responsible for the chemical reaction, not this C3H7. This OH is responsible for the chemical reaction. They are called functional groups. How they are responsible? Because that hydrogen is replaced by a specific group of atoms. In this OH, O is replaced by hydrogen. Why it is replaced? Because carbon is a friendly element. Therefore, OH is a functional group. So, specific group of atoms within the molecule which are responsible for the chemical reaction of the molecule are called functional group. There are many different functional groups. For example, OH, if the specific atoms OH means it is alcohol. CHO means aldehyde. COOH means carboxylic acid. CO means it is ketone. So we will discuss one by one. Now different functional groups. First one is alcohol. Alcohol is a organic compound. In this, the functional group is OH. Alcohol means, what is the functional group of alcohol? It is OH, and it ends with the suffix OL. It ends with the suffix OL because alcohol, how it ends? OL. So OL, it ends with the suffix OL. Then one example for alcohol, propanol. Just look at this. Look at this. Propanol is a functional group. Yes, it is a alcohol. It is an organic compound. Why we have to say it is a alcohol? Propanol. How it ends? What is the suffix present in this? The suffix is OL. So it is a alcohol. Every alcohol ends with the suffix OL. For example, propanol, butanol, OL ends with OL. Propanol, butanol, hexanol, pentanol. And if any organic compound which ends with the suffix OL means it is a alcohol. Propanol is a alcohol. Why? What is the conclusion? Because OL, here is the functional group is, it ends with the suffix is OL, therefore it is a alcohol. Now you have to write the molecular and structural formula of propanol. In this, you have to first write the structural formula. Prop means how many carbon atoms? Prop means 3. What is prop? Prop means 3. So 1, 2, 3. If 3 carbon atoms means it is prop. So 3 carbon. After that, write single bond. Write single bond. After that, write alcohol means what is the functional group? OH. So write here OH. Right? OH. Write the functional group. Then this carbon contains only 2 covalent bonds. So 3, 4. For this second carbon, how many covalent bonds? 1, 2, 3, 4. For this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Write hydrogen. And write hydrogen. Now we get the structural formula of propanol. Very simple. What is the method? First, prop means how many carbon? 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons. After that, you must write the functional group of alcohol. It is OH. It is OH. So write OH. Then write hydrogen for covalent bond. This is the structure of propanol. From this, you write the molecular formula. When we writing a molecular formula, with the help of this structure, first write the functional group. It is very important. First write the functional group. Okay, functional group is over. Now OH is over. Then tell me, how many carbons are present? 1, 2, 3. So C3. How many hydrogens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So C3, H7. C3, H7, OH. Is a hydrocarbon? No. Because hydrogen is replaced by O. And it becomes OH. So OH is a functional group. So it is a alcohol. This one is a alcohol. C3H7OH. Which type of alcohol? It is a propanol because ends with OL. So it is a alcohol. This is the method of writing any structure and molecular formula of alcohol. So alcohol means ends with the suffix OL and it contains the functional group as OH. This is the method. Another one, butanol. For example, butanol. Butanol is a alcohol or any other. Yes, it is also a alcohol because ends with OL. Then first write the but means how many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. Butanol means 4 carbon atoms. Then single bond. Butanol is a alcohol. What is the functional group? OH is a functional group. OH is a functional group. After that, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Just write H. What is the method? This is the molecular formula of butanol. Next step, write the molecular formula of this. What is the first step? Write the functional group, that is OH. Then how many carbon? 1, 2, 3, 4. So C4. How many hydrogen? 3, 5, 7, 9. So C4H9 OH is a butanol. This is the molecular formula of butanol. Next organic compound is aldehyde. Write down in your notebook. Another thing is very important. Why you written OH? Some confusion. Why it is OH? Is it correct or wrong? Actually it is. If I write this part, carbon, oxygen and H. But we can write this one as this type. Both are correct. Why? What is the reason? Oxygen means in its outermost shell 2 electrons are present. How many electrons are present? 2 electrons. That is, one shares with carbon, another bonds with hydrogen. So 1, 2 for oxygen. Or we can write directly as OH. It is also correct. Both are correct. In this you can write OH or directly OH. Both are correct. Next is aldehyde. Aldehyde means in this it ends with the suffix Al. Just look at the difference. Alcohol ends with the suffix Ol. Why? Because alcohol, Ol, alcohol ends with the suffix Ol. Now aldehyde ends with the suffix Al. And its functional group is CHO. Very important. What is the functional group of aldehyde? CHO. If I write propanol, is shown like this, propanol. Look at the difference. This is propanol. OL ends with OL means it is alcohol. Ends with the AL means propanol. Propanol and propanol. Propanol means it is aldehyde. So aldehyde. Why? Because ends with the suffix AL. Now tell me the same method. How many carbon atoms present in propanol? Write the structure. Prop means 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbons, prop, and single bond. After that, write the functional group. We know that it is aldehyde. What is the functional group? CHO. Very important. Use this C. Don't write another C for CHO. Prop means 3 carbons. Use this C, okay? Then oxygen. Now, why it is double bond between this oxygen? Why? Because oxygen means, I already explained, oxygen means in its outermost shell 2 electrons are present. So double bond between this carbon and oxygen. CO then H. Now CHO is over. Now CHO is over. After that CHO, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. This carbon, 4 bonds are over. 4 covalent bonds. For this 1, 2, 3, 4, that is hydrogen. For this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, this is also hydrogen. Now this is a structural formula of propanol. Be careful. First write 3 carbons. After that write the functional group CHO. Use this C. There is a H means only, it contains only 1 electron. So single bond. Oxygen means in its outermost shell 2 electrons. So 2 electrons, 1, 2 electrons. So double bond. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 is over. For this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, write H. Then we get the structure of propanol. Now write the molecular formula. What is the molecular formula? First write functional group CHO. Now this portion is over. CHO is over. After that, how many carbons are present? C2. Be careful. Only 2 carbons. C2. Then how many hydrogens? 3 and 5. So C2H5 CHO. C2H5 CHO is a molecular formula of propanol. Next organic compound is ethanol. Is a alcohol or is a aldehyde? It ends with the suffix Al, so it is a aldehyde. So aldehyde means, first write the structural formula. Eth means carbon atom 1, 2 carbons. Then single bond between them. Which one is the functional group? CHO. So O and H. For this carbon, 4 covalent bonds. For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So H. Now, first write the functional group CHO. Then how many carbons are left? 1 and 3. So CH3CHO is a ethanol. It is molecular formula of ethanol is CH3CHO, and this is the structure of ethanol. Another organic compound is ketone. Ketone ends with the suffix ONE. ONE, it means 1. And functional group present in ketone is CO. What is the function group? CO. Be careful. Ketone is a organic compound. It ends with the suffix. Just look at this. Ketone. What is the spelling? K-E-T-O-N-E. It ends with O-N-E. So, it also ends with O-N-E. What is the functional group of this ketone? CO. CO. Now, propanone. Look at this. If a alcohol, propanol. If a aldehyde, propanol. If it is a ketone, propanone. None means why? Because 1. It ends with the suffix 1. So it is a ketone. Now the method. Write the structural formula. What is the method of writing a structural formula? Prop means how many carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3. And single bond. Then write the functional group CO. Use this C. And O means right here O. After that, for this carbon, 4 covalent bonds are over. For this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. For this carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is hydrogen. Because it contains hydrogen. This is a molecular structural formula of propanone. Then write its molecular formula. First write the functional group. This is CO. CO is a functional group of ketone. So write CO. After that, this part is over now. How many carbons are left? 1, 2. So C2. Then how many hydrogens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So C2H6. CO. So C2H6CO is the molecular formula of propanone. C2H6CO. Another one, butanone. Butanone is a aldehyde or alcohol, or is it an example for ketone? Yes, tell me. It is example for ketone. Why? What is the reason? Because butanone ends with the suffix ONE. So it is a ketone. If it is a alcohol, it is butanol. If it is a aldehyde, it is butanol. So butanone means it is a ketone. But means carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. Single bond between this carbon. After that, what is the functional group present in this butanone? It is CO. So CO. So it is CO. Then for this carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4 over. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is hydrogen. Now write the molecular formula. Write CO first. Then how many carbons are left? C3. How many hydrogen? 3, 5 and 8. So C3H8CO. This is the molecular formula of this butanone. So in this class we have studied about some of the functional groups and structural isomers. There are many other functional groups are present. For example, carboxylic acid and haloalkanes. We will discuss in the next class. Sai Ram.